the previous class on history section. Yes, unit 7. We were talking about discussing over the causes and effect of the World War II. So today we'll continue on World War II and in this, let's hope. So let other friends join and let me draw your attention to the slide that we are discussing over the topic. Causes of World War II. Four figures: Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin, and Hideki Japanese emperor. So the next thing, in a different way, we are going through here, like political ideologies. Russia was led by Stalin, known as the communist type of country. Italy was led by Mussolini, known as the fascist type of country. Germany was led by Hitler, having Nazism, one different type of party and the thought. Japan was led by a series of prime ministers, and they were focusing on militarism. So these are some of the first causes we have discussed last time. And last time we discussed, the major cause as very simple way. Number one, militarism. Yes. Number two, alliance. Number third, IMPERIAL. Yes, imperialism. And number four, NATI, nationalism. So major causes are actually MAIN. Militarism, giving importance to the army. Alliance, groupism. Imperialism is like the imperial rule of the Japan or the other country like the French or British. Nationalism, giving much priority on their own nations. Here we have understood political ideologies was another cause. As you can see here, characteristics of the fascist, the Third Reich, that is the German emperor. They had a lot of concepts here like the nationalism, denial of human rights. Hitler did not think about the human rights. Okay, like the religion and government are one, national security, militarism, or like the rule of the male-dominated society. Yeah, police terror, like the police of the Hitler, known as the Third Reich, giving problem to the people. Like labor power is suppressed, mean the workers were not allowed to, work properly. Business power is protected, like that. Mean the situation was so terrible that people had to either support the German Chancellor Hitler and his party, Nazi party, and the government. And if you look at the fascist in Italy, 1922 to 1943, that is the Mussolini's rise to power. If you look at, he also terrorized the whole country. Benito Mussolini, totalitarian leader who seized power in Italy in 1922. By 1926, Mussolini had transformed Italy into a single-party totalitarian regime. Only one party was ruling in Italy as a totalitarian. Okay, all power was exercised by one party, one person, like a charismatic figure, where he pursued an aggressive nationalistic policy which won him the support in every sector of the population. The next cause you can see here, the Mussolini, I already mentioned, Italian fascist black shirts. These were the black shirts member of the Italian party, that is the fascist party of the Benito Mussolini, and they supported him blindly. Law and order in Italy under Mussolini. One example is there, like all strikes were suppressed by the fascist government. Unemployment relief, like construction of public works and war plans, that is the construction of public works and war plans, like the sector in which they used to produce weapons by the workers. Workers had no now employment problem. Government took over industry and labor. Government controlled all the labor and industry. Okay, production was controlled by the government. All opposing political parties were dissolved by the Benito Mussolini in Italy. All communications were taken over by the government. In this way, Benito Mussolini became a dictator type of ruler in Italy. Fascist view of a women's role in society. Women were limited. Like women were not given freedom. No, no, no. You can see the figure here. No, no means no freedom. No modern, concept of the woman. Women are confined within their job. Like 90% of jobs were reserved for men. Yeah, women must be obedient and tend to the needs of men. That's how women were given also that kind of position. Mussolini invades Ethiopia. That Italy controlled Ethiopia of Africa. In 1935, Mussolini invaded Ethiopia. The aim of invading Ethiopia was to boost Italian national prestige and an opportunity to provide land for unemployed Italians. He said that Italians are going to work in Ethiopia, getting a lot of resources. Lot of resources are there in Ethiopia. As you can see, this person is Ethiopian king. Known as Ethiopia's king, Haile Selassie, addressed the League of Nations to take action against Italy, and he said that League of Nations, which was established after 1920, should punish Italy. Italy is giving problem to our country, a sovereign country. You know, so Italy was breaching law. Italy was crossing the limit. Reasons for the failure of the League of Nations, and we also studied why the World War II started, because League of Nations was failure. How? You can see here the League of Nations purpose was to provide a world court where countries could peacefully discuss solution to their differences or grievances rather than go to war. But most decisions required that all countries agree, which rarely happen. Means in the League of Nations, those countries did not have agreement. As you can see, Axis power, three nations: Germany, Italy, and Axis power. They were saying, like you can see here, the League of Nations is saying, please stop. We have asked you to behave. We are serious, please. But these three nations, Japan, Italy, and Germany, did not obey the rule. And next one was the Stalin's rise to power in the Russia, Man of Steel. His, you know, nickname was Man of Steel. Stalin's rise to power in Russia, which gave another, tone to the World War Second, because they were in certain force. Joseph Stalin, the Man of Steel, like he succeeded in 1928 as the leader of the USSR. The Soviet Union was transformed into a leading of self-supporting industrialized nation. Joseph Stalin was a nationalist and ruthless. Ruthless means no, he did not compromise, for the sake of the nation. He even tortured, murdered, or ordered into labor camps thousands, millions of people. This is not so important. So here, Stalin's five-year plan, which was successful in 1928, a radical attempt to bring the Soviet Union into the industrial age. During the five-year plans, few consumer goods, but instead there was an emphasis on heavy industry, military buildup, and the national defense became the top priority. And this was after 1928. Don't forget, 1920 was the first year in which the five-year plan was introduced, first time in the history of mankind by Russia. Okay, like Soviet dam on the Danube River, you can see construction by the army. So militarism was given priority by all these nations, by Hitler from Germany, by Mussolini from Italy, or by other leaders. Next one was the collectivization and collective farm. Means the Russia was going through a collective farmland. Samuhik kheti means land was controlled by the group of people, not by person, not individual property. Okay, next, this is not important for you. Let me go through next one. Here, the Stalin's pause on the 1930s means the Stalin was paranoid and lived in constant fear of imagined political rivals. During the 1930s, Stalin consolidated his power in the Soviet Union by eliminating his opponents in 1933. He created the Central Powers Commission, and they totally controlled, the Stalin controlled Russia, and the Russian government started having dictation from the Stalin. That means Russia had an agreement with Germany also. Russia gave support to the UK and France also. You can see the policy of the Stalin. Stalin's policy was not stable. Okay, this is not important. Let's go further. Now, next one is Japan. Japan, known as Imperialist Japan, in 1931 to 1945. How? After 1930 means after the League of Nations became failure and after Japan started breaching the law, slowly, gradually, how they started annexing or raising their power in the Pacific Ocean, especially the Chinese, inland areas, or you can say Malaysia or Philippines or Pacific Island. Here, Emperor of Japan from 1926 until his death in 1989. Despite the power of Japan's military leaders, many scholars believe that Hirohito took, Hirohito, okay, don't forget, Hirohito, Emperor, an active role in leading the country and shaping its combat strategy during World War II. After Japan's defeat, He was allowed to continue to hold his position as emperor largely as a figurehead, okay, nominal, despite the fact that the Japan was under US occupation after World War II. Although many countries favor it, Hirohito was never tried for war crimes. And because of this kind of imperialistic feeling, Japan did not compromise during the World War II, but badly defeated by America. Japan began aggressively expanding its territory in the 1920s after they breached the law against the League of Nations and 1930s, okay, to get the resources it needed. It needed for what? It needed for industries, as Japan was highly industrialized nation in this Pacific region. Japan's leader, Japan's leaders decided to conquer territory in the South Pacific. Like Japan was overcrowded by population rise. Japan did not have our own natural resources. Like most of the resources were captured from other island areas. So Japan needed more resources for running their industries. Okay, you can see the causes here. MAIN, militarism, alliance, imperialism, and nationalism. So this was imperialistic policy of Japan, which was the root cause of World War II. And for expansion of their natural resources or collection of the natural resources from the larger area, they had to dominate in the Pacific Ocean, means Pacific island. Here ocean means island area. Okay, so Japan on the eve of the World War II, means before World War II, what happened here? You can see the Japanese warlords came to power in the late 1920s and began an aggressive nationalistic and expansionist policy. Okay, Vistarbadi Niti, you can say. Increase or expand the territory, control more resources. Numerous Japanese officials who were pro-Western were assassinated. Those people who supported the European country, especially the British and French and American, they were killed in Japan by the emperor. Okay, rule. Japan was Japan became disillusioned with the Western democracies because the US, England, France, and the Dutch condemned. Please maintain the sound there. Some disturbance is coming there. Okay. So England, France, and the Dutch condemned, mean the criticized Japan's imperialistic goals despite maintaining colonies. You can see here the example. Japan viewed Germany as friendlier than the US. Germany is better than US and made closer ties with the Nazi government. And ultimately, they also made an alliance with the Italy, known as Rome, Tokyo, Rome, Berlin axis, or Berlin, Tokyo, this agreement. Now, next one was Japan invades Manchuria. As you can see, some of the picture speak itself. Manchuria is this place. Here is Japan island. This is Korea. This is the Manchuria part of China. Okay, this is Russian side. Russia. This is China. So you can see a difficult economic times in Japan after World War First undermined the country's political system. Many Japanese officers and civilians wanted to seize territory to gain needed resources, and for these resources they had a huge eye upon Manchuria, the major places in the China, to get more resources for their industries. In 1931, the Japanese army, without the government's permission, invaded the resource like rich China, a Chinese province known as the Manchuria, and installed a puppet government. Means they made a government which could be controlled by Japan. So Japan had that kind of political affairs in China. The League of Nations investigation condemned Japan for its incursion. Means League of Nations told that Japanese soldiers, Japanese government influence in the Manchuria, China should be stopped, but they did not. And you can see the situation after that. That ravaged the China. China had to fight against the Japan. At that time, the China was fighting under the leadership of the leader known as the Chairman Mao. Chairman Mao. Okay, Mao Zedong, and they fought against the Japanese soldiers. And after World War II was ended, Japan, as you know, lost the war, and China also became in 1949 a communist country. So The onslaught of the Japanese troops was relentless. Within 5 months, over 1 million Chinese people were under Japanese control. All of the major cities in the China were captured by the Japanese by the end of 1937. After this initial success, the Japanese did not advance much further into China. In many senses, there was no reason for her to do so, as most of the China's hinterland, means the western part of the China, contained nothing of strategic importance, means no more higher resources. So they only captured those area of China which was highly resourceful. In this way, China was destroyed, and after this, you can see here the map. This is Philippines. Here is French Indonesia, that is Indo-China. Okay, French government was ruling here. Philippines ruled by France. China is this one, and this one is Manchuria, controlled by the Japan. Japan wanted to capture this area, Peking, Titik, Nisam, this area also huge influence. So the USS Penny incident, that is on December 12, 1937, the Japanese sank a US patrol boat, USS Penny, in China and killed two US crewmen. The Japanese claimed they mistook it for a Chinese warship. Japanese told that it was this ship belonged to China, but it was American. So America was actually waiting for the turn, and ultimately you have read last time Pearl Harbor was attacked. Yeah, and next one was the December 1937 rape of Nanking. That the Nanking massacre was a mass murder and war rape that occurred during the 6 week period following the Japanese capture of the city of Nanjing of China. On December 13, 1937, during this period, hundreds of thousands of Chinese civilians and disarmed soldiers were murdered, and 20,000 to 80,000 women were raped by soldiers of the Imperial Japanese Army. So that's why China had a negative psychology even today. That is, the Japanese dogs are not allowed in China because they say these Japanese are dogs having no sentiments, no emotions. They because they actually humiliated China. Some photos from the Nanking, December 1937, known as the rape of Nanking. Okay, some photos you can see how they are controlling, how people are killed. You can see here by sword, people are crucified, murdered. Very horrifying situation was there. This is also the original photographs, the rape of Nanking. Here are women. Yeah, here is look at bullet is going to be shot. So horrifying pictures are there. Now let's come to the after Japan, Germany, the Nazi Germany, 1933 to 1945. The Führer Adolf Hitler. So here is totalitarian leader that Hitler had totalitarian control. Yeah, rose to power in Germany in 1933 as a chancellor of the Germany because of his charismatic figure, because of his speech, because of his motivation. People supported him blindly. And during Adolf World War II, first we had discussed about Adolf Hitler. He was just a, we can see Hitler looked like a messenger army in World War First. This is the person. Okay, here is in the mass is onset. Hitler was the small army, individual during World War First. Then why Hitler? Germany in turmoil. Why Hitler? I already told you last time. Let me sum up this. Hitler promised people to regain the glory of the past of the that German, known as the Reich land or Rhineland, and people supported him blindly. And when Hitler came into power as a chancellor of the Germany, Germany also increased its military, strength. It started mass production and solved to some extent unemployment. And most of the young people supported him blindly as they thought now the only one solution of Germany is Hitler's party, Nazi party, and the charismatic leader Hitler. That's how Hitler got confidence over the nation, and ultimately he was so much overconfident that he started attacking over the nearby country, Poland. Hitler joins the German Workers' Party and he became a main leader. Let me go faster. Hitler, the orator, means the Hitler had a lot of confidence about oration. Like Hitler would practice his speaking technique in front of mirror. He even had himself photographed so he could critique himself. Look at some of the photos, original photos, how he could give his speech. This is one of the real photos. Adolf Hitler is giving speech in 1933. Now, Nazi symbolism was the white color represented in the nationalist idea of creating greater, pure Germany. This figure means pure Germany. Germany should be of pure nationalist Aryan, not other. Okay, that's the concept. That's why they torture the Jews. They suppose that Jews were not pure blood because Jews used to give more inter-caste or interracial marriage. Here is one question: what kind of person do you think would be drawn to the Nazi party in its early days? You can think, okay, those who give more priority on the nation, those who love the country, those who loved their history, those who had no meaning of the history, who have not understood the history, never supported Germany or never supported that Hitler. Next one is the S, that is the secret agent or secret army. Means Hitler made secret army. Okay, this is not important. It is about how Hitler came into power. I already mentioned. He also got the shooting in the party. Okay, this is one important. That is the main camp. This is the written book by the Hitler about his struggle, known as the Nazi Bible, My Struggle. The 1932 presidential election in Germany, and what happened was the president was actually Paul von Hindenburg, and Hindenburg died after some time. And when the Hindenburg died, the power of the whole nation was under the control of the Chancellor, Mr. Hitler. After president, Chancellor means prime minister, he started exercising the power. Then it is the beginning of the journey of the Hitler as a powerful leader. This person is Hindenburg, president of the Germany before 1933. Okay. Okay. Next one is here. Hitler becomes the Führer, means after controlling all kind of power, after the death of, you can see the President Hindenburg. You can see this person, President Hindenburg in 1934. So after 1934, Hitler became the totalitarian chancellor. Then he mentioned like President Hindenburg died in August 1934, and Hitler assumed total control of Germany and proclaimed Führer or supreme leader, Sarvocha Neta. Okay, like our country, Sarvocha Neta, Ganesh Man Singh. No more elections. Hitler is leader for life. So after this, Hitler did no election, no conduction of election, and this is called dictatorial rule. Okay, no election and one man, one party rule. Commander in chief of all of German's armed forces was Hitler. So Hitler had that power after the death of the president. Now, here is the important point: Hitler prepares for war. In October 1933, Germany withdrew from the League of Nations. Means League of Nations was left by Germany. Hitler gave a document. We are no longer a member of League of Nations. And by 1935, Hitler discarded the Treaty of Versailles, and Hitler also discarded Treaty of Versailles. Means no more treaties, no more rules to bound the German and Hitler. By rearming the German military, here is first point: recreated the German navy like banned by Treaty of Versailles. According to the Treaty of Versailles, navy are not allowed. Navy forces are not allowed to be created. Number two, recreated the German Air Force, banned by Treaty of Versailles. Number third, increased the size of the German army, previously limited to 1 lakh. Now, after this, he got more than 50 lakh. People say like that, experts like that. Before World War I, we have read that he had 42 lakh soldiers. Yes, yes or no? 42 lakh. 42 lakh soldiers before World War First. After World War First, 1 lakh soldiers, and during World War Second, before 1939, he had millions of army. So that means Hitler disobeyed the League of Nations. Okay, here is example banned by the Treaty of Versailles. Navy force. Look at the ship, Pandupi. You can say name is Kriegsmarine. Luftwaffe Air Force by German side with a swastika sign. Next one was the Wehrmacht. Hitler bullet bike. Nowadays people say actually bullet bike was first of all introduced in Germany. It was used for war. As you can see, this is the preliminary form of bullet bike. Was limited by the Treaty of Versailles, but Hitler disobeyed the rule as supposed to be, by League of Nations. Now, next one was Neutrality Act. Try to understand this. This act pleaded to have the United States, America, stay out of the war. America has to out of the war by not choosing the sides or getting involved separately. But America was also very greedy nation. You all know they wanted to earn a lot of money in World War First. Also, they sold weapons. In Second World War also they were supporting, and supporting means they were selling the weapons. President Roosevelt wanted to find a way to join the conflict, but as worried about upsetting the majority of Americans who were against joining the war. It was very challenging for United States. Okay, like Americans were saying no foreign entanglement. Means people in America were saying do not join the war. But after Japan attacked the America in Pearl Harbor, they joined the war. Now let's come to the Europe. In Europe, Germany, and this side France, and the in between land Rhine River going to the North Sea, and the land between the Rhine River, known as the Rhineland, between Germany and France. There was some issue. March 1936. In 1936, Hitler ordered German troops to enter the Rhineland, control this area, because Hitler believed that this was part of Germany. And actually, historically, Rhineland was part of Germany and could have been easily defeated. Yet, neither France nor Britain was prepared to risk another war. So, Rhineland was, you can see, controlled by the. Now, next one was the Anschluss of Austria. In Austria, what happened? In March 1938, 12. In February 1938, Adolf Hitler threatened to invade Austria. Means he told Austria that German army can capture Austria unless Austrian Nazis were given important government posts. And they said that Austria as a government should not give any post for the Nazi. Okay, were given important government post. That means Nazis should be given important post, not the Jews. Okay. In March 1938, Hitler announced the Anschluss or unification of Austria and Germany. And Hitler told that Germany and Austria would be one nation. Hitler promised that the Anschluss was the end of his expansionist aims and not wanting to risk war. The other countries did nothing. And other countries, like especially France and even surrounding nations like the Poland or Serbia or Hungary did nothing. They were powerless, hopeless. So you can see that Hitler paraded over the capital city of Austria. Now Spanish Civil War. In your textbook also it is given properly. You can see what happened in Spain. In 1936 to 1939, there was a political turmoil in Spain. Spain went through a civil war, Greuta. It was because of, you can see, bloody civil war erupted in Spain in between 1936 to 1939 for 3 years, when the communists attempted to take over the Spanish government. That the communists wanted to take over the Spanish government. At that time, General Francisco Franco, this person, okay, General Francisco Franco commanded the nationalist forces. Nationalist forces mean those who wanted to get reformation, change in the country or government against the Republican forces, that is the communist. Germany and Italy provided military aid. Germany and Italy provided military aid like weapons, bullets, okay, to General Franco. So this person was supported by Hitler and Mussolini. Okay, be clear. Okay, Russia in 1939 and next, Russia supported the other side. Don't forget. In 1939, Franco won this side. Okay, German support or Italy support side. Francisco or Gia Franco won the war. Okay, civil war, and chased the communists out of the Spain. Okay, out of the Spain they were chased out. Many they are still in the southern part of Spain. Don't forget. Spain and became a fascist country. Spain became fascist country and soon withdrew from the League of Nations and did not follow the constitutional provision. No, laws. Now after this, you have to understand that after Hitler and Italy supported Gianfranco and Russia supported the other side. Russian army weapons were tested in Spanish Civil War. German and the Italian weapons were also tested in the Spanish Civil War, and as German side, Germany, Italy, and this, Franco side won. Now here is one important error done by Germany. Hitler thought that their weapons, their strategy, their, you can say, technique were very useful in Spain, so they had more confidence. You can say overconfident. Our bullet, our cannon, our, army uh, warfare strategy or the logistic goods and other are okay for war. So overconfident Hitler demanded from the Poland, give us back the Polish corridor and the Danzig. Don't forget, he asked from Poland to land, especially, that is the Polish corridor, that is the area around the Polish river, and Danzig. And Poland refused. Poland told that it is our land, we are not obliged to give this land back to Germany. Why to give Germany? Then Hitler ordered army to capture the capital city of Poland. And it was one of the new technique applied by the Hitler known as the Blitzkrieg. Okay, that is the new warfare known as Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg means very fast lightning war. Okay, bombardment, continuous bombardment, so that the enemy had no chance. Continuous firing. That kind of warfare technique started by German in the Poland. Okay, during the Spanish Civil War on April 25, 1937, the small northern town of Guernica was bombed by the nationalists, that is the Spanish government side, and civilians were gunned down as they fled the scene. Anyway, after this, the Hitler side got more confident. And next root cause we have discussed last time was that other nations like the France and UK did nothing against Germany, and this is known as the appeasement policy. This is called failure of appeasement policy. This is another root cause of World War II. Appeasement means giving in to someone provided their demands are seen as reasonable. During the 1930s, many politicians in both Britain and France came to see that the terms of the Treaty of Versailles had placed restrictions on Germany that were unfair, and they thought that German is one-sided, humiliated. So Germans should be given some chance, and they gave chance. But Hitler's actions were seen as understandable and justifiable. This policy became known as the policy of impeachment or appeasement, and ultimately, German side, Hitler side, they actually, went to a different direction. नेपालीमा भन्छ नि औँला दिँदा हातै लिने. They gave chance to Germany and Germany took over chance, and that's how the war actually started. Okay, so here is one important point. Hitler takes the rest of Czechoslovakia in 1939 March. Hitler was not a man of his word and ordered the rest of Czechoslovakia to be occupied by the German, okay, army in March 1939. Despite breaking the terms of the Munich Agreement that is signed in the German city, Munich Agreement, and the passionate call for help from the Czechoslovakian government, neither Britain nor France was prepared to take military action against Hitler. That means when Germany attacked Czechoslovakia, controlled the Czechoslovakia, or even the Austria, they did nothing. France, UK, even those allies side did nothing. So overconfident, Hitler crossed down the hero. Okay, we have to stop here for today. Rest of will continue next day. Now, meanwhile, if you have some doubts, confusion, or any curiosities regarding the topic or the points, you can ask. Now, once go through the points described in the book, I think many points are clear. Causes or events, series of the events. If there are some doubts, you can connect to me at any time. Okay, by different means, or you can ask the question in classroom as well. Okay, Google Classroom. You can use the Google Classroom as well. Please use the Google Classroom properly and do your assignment also on regular basis. Okay.